Right. Grand day. Uh, Hope all is well with you guys. I am sitting here actually in the middle of a couple of things, but bored almost, really. And I was just taking a break from just listening and reading and all of these other things that I usually am doing all day long, it seems. And I was hmm, thinking about this. I had pulled this up the other day. I wanted to share it with you guys, and I was wondering what you guys thought about it. So yeah, so I've been doing a lot of like cross examination of having to do with the South or South or with the Carolinas, right? um, Lately, and to do with well, Sumerian Mesopotamia, um, trying to figure more out about Assyrians. Um, even just when it comes to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and the Spartans, and just different way. You know how we know what's been going on, right? um, so what I'm saying is these things that they're telling you about Mesopotamia, okay, um, or would possibly be talking about. Well, I can't say Mesoamerican, but we're talking about these areas in the South. Okay. So whatever they're telling you, if you think that there's an empire somewhere else on this plane in this so-called world, possibly, but there's strong ties, we'll say that, to these areas. When it comes to Sumer or Sumter, sorry, Sumer in the Carolinas, Asheville, all of these places have something to do with this old empire. Okay, in my eyes, right? So that's just what I'm seeing so far with just you know looking it over and the information that I've obtained past and previous. It's so funny because if you go on and do a search, a satellite search, you'll see funny looking things that look kind of like these here wings look. Um, you'll see them kind of like they kind of remind me. They might be like digging sites or something like that. But oh, excuse me. You'll see that sometimes it'll have these kind of streaks and these markings or whatnot on them. Um, we see he has a bow and arrow, a little bit different than what we would think someone would have, but again, we know that that would make reference to, uh, And then we're talking about Shem. I'm thinking Shem has something to do with the Sioux. See, Sumerian, Sioux Indians, Susa, Susana in the Bible. Um, you know, all of these things, right? So I was looking at something that had to do with some Indians, I think uh, I don't know if it was the Shoshone or Shushan, Shoshone Indians, but in the Bible, I think it calls it Susa or something like that. And I was looking at some images of those people, and then I noticed that it had something to do with some Ethiopian emperor, maybe Selassie, that had something to do with that, with those particular people. Um, a meeting or something that I think I was reading about a long, long time ago, right? So now I need to figure out where I put that or where it is on this computer because, again, y'all know how it is. Okay, it's probably on here somewhere. It's going to take me some time to find it to go back into those images in that article. But yeah, so anyways, I wanted to show you guys something here. So again, Semitic or Shemitic or that's not what they say, but this is just what I'm saying that I'm, again, I ain't here to tell you what it is or what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looked like to me. Okay. So this image struck me because it's just with imagery that things just like really intrigue me. So I started to look at these images a little bit closer, And I don't think we're going to be able to do it on here. But if you guys do, I think I told you before. No, it's not this one. But if you pull up these images, you can zoom in. Maybe I'll do it after this. Okay. This stuck out to me because, there's a lot of reference to um, males and females or male names being used in the biblical text. I see that some of these people may have been female or they may come back as female entities. Again, I focus more on the energy and what the people are doing, the acts that they're doing, rather than the names all the time and the imagery that they give us, because I know that that was to deceive. Period. That's just in my eyes. So every time when we're talking about these people in the biblical text using these terms, it's not always what it seems, is all I'm saying. You have to look a little bit deeper, because some of these people were women, but of course something happened in this biblical text where, again, something has contorted and twisted that. So then you won't know exactly really what you're looking at or who you're looking at when we're supposed to be looking at these people right now in these times. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why they wanted to give you that perception in that religious aspect on women. Okay. So I just thought, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So I'm looking at this here, right? And then I look at this image and I'm like, okay. This, it's not the same, but even if you look down here, this is the same type of crown or whatnot. It's a very intricate, very beautiful headpiece. That's what you want to call. Again here, and this image right here is what got me. Again, I don't know who, what, when, where, nothing. I was just, something had me correlating the two. And then I said, hey, wait a minute. Let me look at this really quick. Because Selassie's energy has been, I don't know, just coming in like, it's like I don't know, something of like air, right? Like a whiff of a breeze or something that comes through. And then it's like, let me look into this. And I had already kind of been on this a while back, but I kind of put it down. So I'm picking it back up now. But it's just because of this image right here. Because if you look at this image, for some reason, it really very much reminds me of this image here. I know it's probably not the same, but I'm just saying, you see what I'm saying? It's probably not the same, but I don't know. Anyhow, it's the headdress. It's the headdress that really and it even has like a little thing here, that really reminds me of that. And again, this cemetery at Now, I think there's where's that map? Hold on, I'm gonna grab it. Because, dealing with different people is going to get different pronunciations and different writings and different things with these words. And so I was looking at that map book that I shared with you guys a while back. And it was even calling Virginia, like instead of the V, they were using the U, right? Like, so that would be Virginia, right? Okay. And then there's also, yeah, it would take me all day to find it. Well, anyways, just for instance, that using Virginia. Like, so where was at? I'm just I'm just throwing some things out there, see if anybody else is seeing anything this way. Let me see if I can find this real quick. If not, then I'll try to put a picture up on Facebook or something later on. Right? So this is just me, randomly sharing something with you guys to see if anybody else is seeing any of this. And yeah, we'll just put the picture up later. Because, all this, really? Okay. So I'm watching a documentary on, okay, let me go back. All right. Okay. So it says unknown person, the emperor of Abyssinia, said to be Haile Selassie. So again, I don't know. When was Haley's comment? I don't know. I don't know why that just came to mind. Anyways, Abyssinia. You see, we have Ab, Sin. But again, Abyssinia and Assyria are very similar to me, even though they're probably two different places and two different places, two different groups. I don't know. Just like Mesopotamia and Mesoamerica and just, I don't know, something about those things. They just, rather someone was just, the energy just draws me there, right? So, and again, this reminds me of something with Queen Esther, or someone like that would be wearing. Okay. And this person has finger waves, right? And I know that, again, I know that this has something to do, I mean, just to even look at, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying this is very, just has me questioning a lot of different things here. And I was talking to my daughter, and I told her, don't these look like little babies wrapped in blankets? Because if you look closer, some of these things here start looking like faces and stuff. Maybe we can pull it up later. But it's just funny how, here we go, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega, it's funny how this triangle and this circle thing is upside down. I don't know if that's a full star or not, I can't tell, but yeah. Huh. Secrets of Enoch. I wonder about if that's what that really is. So anyways, I thought this was a beautiful image here. Then it's the lion, you know, you just wonder if it's the Lion of Judah. What do just wondering. So, and then I don't know why I have this here. I was just reading something in the biblical text though about something like this, so maybe I'll uh, read it, because I don't know why Tammuz, right, or crying for Tammuz was coming to my mind when I was reading about this. Um, and it says here that the shepherd was that his mother was the goddess Ninsun, or Ninsun, a lady wild cow, and that he himself was imagined as a cattle herder. So again, when I see cattle herder, I think someone that is a shepherd, or someone who is a overseer, in a sense. may have been an original aspect of the god, the agricultural form. Again, tillers, possibly, you know, farmers, tillers of the land of the earth. Those are the people that were coming to till the earth. And again, you can do etymology or use a dictionary to see what that means, and you'll see more about what it means. A form of Tammuz in the north, okay, where he was identified with the grain, may also have been an originally independent development of the god from his role as power in the vegetation. Wait, from his role as power in the vegetation of spring. Again, this is kind of reminding me of Ostara, which is a goddess of fertility and spring and things like that. Supposedly of Easter or Esther. See, so a clear fusion, though very early, was uh, uh, the merger, sorry, of Tammuz and Uruk, okay, with Amashumangalana. Okay, y'all see it. And again, my thing is where I like to go, right? When it comes to the text, when it comes to the biblical, historical, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay. Where excuse me, where I like to go is to merge in between the part that, because we're, you know, very passionate about either or. You know, if you study these things, you're passionate about them. You know, I like to keep a non-biased or unbiased eye when I'm looking at these things. I don't want anything to grab me and gravitate me towards it being this for this reason to be attached to that ever. I'm just someone who likes to look into this information, and I tend to see correlations between different things, and I like to share them. And so, again, I feel like by doing that, I've gotten myself into a certain situation where, again, me further understanding this stuff is helping me navigate through, but also further understanding self and where we are in this time right now with people that are that are hosting energies from past times, or if you look at it in the sense of these writings were about these times and we are living these things out. And so it actually is about you because we are the ones we have been waiting for. And so again, and I feel like once we get into a certain level of consciousness or awareness of self, then we're able to connect to higher and higher and higher. We're able to ascend, awaken, whatever you want to call it, to a higher or most high self. And then in tune, you be connected to the most high or the all source of all. Right? Okay. And I think that, again, we are in a time when the people that are of the old are back here or have never left, really, the souls of those people or the spirit, whatever you know, again, we're just laymen here because we're all learning, we're all opening up different doors and different gateways and seeing different things, and different gifts are being bestowed or opened up or unlocked and used. So again, we're just somebody, I'm just a channel, I feel, where I just randomly talk about this stuff. I'm not putting any pressure. I'm not guiding you in any direction. I'm just hoping that we're inspiring thought, because the more of us that are in tune and we're thinking, the more energy is created. And then, you know what I'm saying? It just, you never know where it's going to go from there. So I hope that wasn't too much. So the one great source of the date clusters. So again, the date tree or the date palm, again, resembling something that has to do with South Carolina. I know they're talking about changing their flag or something, but again, the date palm, I think this is all biblical. I think it all has to do with Sumeria, Mesopotamia. And I think that, you know, it's just my opinion that we are actually talking about those areas. So I was watching a documentary, and they were showing a place. I don't know if I have an image of it on here, but this is North Carolina. I think I have it turned like to the side or whatever because I was trying to just look at the layout here, because it was reminding me of the image that the guy had on the television when he was showing about the land of and the land of Mesopotamia. And so after looking back and forth, I said it's, yeah, I don't know. Something is not right. You see, something has been something. So we have Eden ton here, um, something Haven, quarter, hard, point, and see neck, see stiff neck, hard neck, field. Just look at these terms here. Sound. When you start fall, windfall, mouth, see, well, like when you start breaking down these words and really looking at this, it lies. See, now, and this is Hatteras, but again, I'm thinking something to do with Hittites here. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is Elizabethtown, maybe. I don't know, but you know, this there's a story here, even with just this, even with the grid that's here. You know what I'm saying on the thing. Um, there's an old story here, and I'm just someone that's intrigued and like to wonder about these things and look into them. But again, I think that's it for now. I really wanted to just share this image with you guys, just all of the correlations when it comes to these crowns. Um, there was another picture of this man over here and his wife, and I mean, you could tell she has short hair. She does have really short hair. Um, and even this crown here, like you see these flowers here. Look at that. Look how it looks. Two like tiares or whatever. So again, there's some images I want to show you guys of Esther as well. And it's almost like she is, it's like on that other image there was a star above his crown. And it's almost like I don't know, this one image that I'll share with you guys later. Even here, you see, it has the flowers, the circle things around it, and then this here. So I don't know. And again, this doesn't have to be her. It could be her and it could maybe not be her. You know, who knew? Who knows? Really? You know, who knows? Again, we always think we know, but we have no idea. Um, so yeah, I think I have to. I have to go back, find this image, and then get it to where I can. Let me see. Let's just do it. Mm, let's see. Because it's kind of like, no, what's the other name I want to use? Mm, mm, mm-mm. Oh, that I spelled that all the way wrong. Let's see. I really wish I could find that image that I had. Oh, yeah. So there's the lion with the, you know, yeah, darts, Ashura, abandoned. Because again, for some reason, Ashura, Ishtar, all these names remind me also of Sekhmet. It also reminds me of just as Hathor reminds me of Baal, so on and so forth. Again, the rip that the women have gotten. over time, you know. Um, just, I don't know. It just, it's the reason why I feel like I may be a form of a troublemaker. Because I can't just, I can't just eat certain words and it just don't make no sense to me. Just just don't. So I'm just always like thinking, outside of the box. I'm trying to think. And then I think when these people get on television, they say stuff like, um, oh, we're over here next to the this. I'll just be looking at them like, why is you lying? Like, why are you lying? You know what I'm saying? Like all of this stuff. See, it's almost like there's so much truth, but then again, there's a form of deception underlining it. But again, that's why I just don't want to go too far into. That's for you to discern, but just know that everything is not laid out in one layer. That these things need to be broken down, and a lot of this stuff we should be looking at it now. And breaking it down. And we would be at the point now where they would have already taken apart all of our stuff and taken it up and placed it other places and things like that. So again, same thing with this headdress. It kind of looks like Inanna's headdress, but hers has, or Ishtar, hers has a lot more ridges or whatever in the front. So, and it just seems like a lot of these women, they were, um, side by side with some of these men or kings or whatever, and sometimes used even as like pawns or whatever, and to some extent. And then thrown to the side or just like cast down. And it's like, how do we right these wrongs if people see things that way for whatever reason? They were taking the women and children. So again, I see these types of things and this type of abuse, I feel, in the text. And so I'm someone that likes to decipher this information and look for these people in real, well, mythological storylines, and make reference to or correlate between. And then also I look at some of the people in our generation today, because I know that we are the ones that we have been waiting for. I look at some of you guys and I see some of we'll just say I'll see the spirit of some of these people in you guys. So it's hard to it's hard to explain it to you guys, so I try to let little bits and pieces out here and there, but yeah. So I'm not going to be able to find it here. So I'm going to come back and we're going to do like a close up like we did with the cuneiform, and see what we see extra that's on these images. And I'll see you guys soon. Take care.